Your man went for 40 the other night. Come on. He dropping 40s like St. Ives bottles. Old English. Ballantine 40s. Like Colt 45. Schlitz malt liquor. The Bull. I'm sorry. Here are the top 5 sell highs you need to pay attention to for fantasy basketball. Jonas Valancas. So this could be a sell high opportunity. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think that he's gonna maintain his position of 67 with all of these weapons that New Orleans has. If you can create a package with him to offer him out to some of your league mates to see if you can bring, let's say, you can get somebody like Harden, Claxton, Miles Turner. Let's see if it's anybody in that 60 range. I would maybe even trade him for Garland. Would be a good one, a really good one. Garland right now in points leagues on hashtag is 76. I'd consider him for Drew Holiday. I'd consider that. So maybe even Jalen Williams. So like that's the thing. Like he's at 67 now. And somebody, let me just talk about this really quick because I had somebody leave me a really good comment about, etiquette in trading, So basically the point was that sometimes in the content that I create here on this channel, I might give the impression that you should manipulate a situation when making a trade. And while one person may call it manipulation, another person might say it's capitalizing on an opportunity. So, for example, this kind of situation. Listen, fantasy basketball managers, we win at any cost, right? Like, cheating is one thing, right? If you're the league commissioner, you can't go change people's stats. I've seen that happen. If you are in a league with someone who's tanking, you don't want to do a trade that has hints of collusion. I've seen that happen. But when it comes to me framing Jonas Valancas in a way to my league mate that he is the bomb.com and he's ranked, it's me sharing a screenshot that, you see Jonas Valancas is number 67? Man, that's wild. And Darius Garland is stinking up the place. You got Darius Garland on your team? Man, that sucks. He's having a tough season. I would actually give you Valancas, man. I'll help you out. I'll give you Valancas for Darius Garland. What's up with that? Fantasy managers, there's nothing wrong with having that kind of discourse with your league mates. It's just in fun, right? So I don't remember the community member or the viewer who left the comment about that. Just know that that's not a deceitful move. That is just discourse and dialogue around the game that we love. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I'm somebody's telling me that, I'm like, nah, I'm holding Garland. I see what you're trying to do, Playboy. Like, that's okay. Just know, do what you got to do to win. Just don't cheat. If you need to create narratives around players based on stats, real life existing numbers, then take advantage of that opportunity. It is not deceitful. It is not manipulation. It is merely creating a narrative around existing information. It's up to the person who receives that message to interpret it the way they want to. So I just wanted to make sure I shared that. Like, Valancas, like, sell high. My next sell high is Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson has just been a little warm lately. Nothing too crazy, but if you have him on your roster, I would try to move him quick because I am not high on Klay Thompson. And Klay Thompson's whole swag lately has just been a little off. That little interview he did, and that's something we also talk about on this channel, is like the human aspect of fantasy. So like, I'm definitely a data guy. I pay attention to the data, and you should pay attention to the data in fantasy basketball as well. However, there's something about the human aspect of the NBA action that you need to take into account. So the way Klay was talking on when he was in that pregame interview or whatever, like, you need to pay attention to that. So right now, him being a little warm, like producing a little higher than he was before, this could be a great opportunity to, dump him off to someone else, because honestly, his best days are long gone. Love you, Clay, but like for fantasy, I am all the way out. Next up, let's take a look at Brook Lopez, man. Brook Lopez is a sell high if I ever seen a sell high. He is ranked number 30 in category leagues. He is ranked 30 in category leagues. Y'all, listen. Shoot. These got updated recently. I think they just got updated. 32, my bad. He's ranked number 32 in category leagues. Is that sinking in? Like Brook Lopez, you probably grabbed him late, like 10th round, right? Maybe 9th if you reached. Like, people wasn't really checking for Brook Lopez, even though for the last few years, with him reinventing himself in Milwaukee, right? He's like Madonna out here in these streets with he's like Cher with this reinvention. He is a new player. He can hit threes. He's like one of the league leaders in blocks. Yo, your man is averaging 13.5 points per game and 2.8 blocks per game. Come on, man. Let me make sure that I got the right column. 2.8 blocks per game? Come on, man. Like, where they do that at? So, I don't know if he can keep this up. He might be able to keep the blocks up, but the scoring, he's been, like, out of this world. He's hitting 1.9 threes a game. Like, I don't know if he's going to be able to sustain this type of production. So, again, if I could trade Brook Lopez for Kristaps Porzingis while he's injured, I'd do it. If I could trade him for Kawhi Leonard, even though I'm not a Kawhi Leonard guy, I'm not big on New Balance, right? I'll make that deal. Excuse me. Evan Mobley, make that deal. James Harden, make that deal. Mikal Bridges, I make that deal. DeJounte Murray, make that. Everybody in this area, and again, when you talk to your league mates, especially if you're in a category league, that's how I frame it, depending on your build, right? So if it's someone who has a balanced build or someone who really values and needs blocks, his value probably goes even higher. This is for 9-cat. Come on, man. And he's still in the top 100 for points leagues. He's still in the top 100 for points leagues, right? Let me see if I can check that real quick. Again, I can't search his name. So let me just kind of scroll real quick. Yeah, he's number 73 in points leagues. Come on, man. Wow. So even in points leagues, let's check out who's in that area. Jamal Murray, I'll take it. Clint Capella, maybe. Darius Garland, yes. Yeah, like, come on. It's people in that area, in that neck of the woods, you know what I'm saying, the 70s, where you could trade Brook Lopez for? Come on, man. I do that every day, all day, and tomorrow. Next up from the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is currently number 32 in points leagues, averaging 24.9 points per game. Come on, man. 5.6 assists, 1 steal. Your man went for 40 the other night. Come on. He dropping 40s like St. Ives bottles. Old English. Ballantine 40s. Like Colt 45. Schlitz malt liquor. The Bull. I'm sorry. I went on a 40-ounce binge. Look, don't. YouTube, just joking. Just a joke. Just a joke podcast platforms. Just a joke. But what is not a joke is his production. His production is Eric B. and Rakim. I ain't no joke. Like, straight off the daggone heater. Like, the kerosene heater in the living room. Like, your man is cooking with bacon grease. Hot bacon grease. I would sell high on him. If I could get somebody like Paul George, Steph Curry, I would even consider maybe even Karl Anthony Towns. Chet Holmgren, abso-freaking-lutely. I would trade Jalen Brunson In points leagues, I would trade Jalen Brunson for Chet Holmgren abso-freaking-lutely with a capital F. Straight cheese. I'm not playing. Like, listen, I'm messing with, like, I'm all about Chet. Y'all know I'm all about Chet. Last on this list, Malcolm Brogdon, who is currently actually 60 in points leagues. He's averaging 18. Is that 18.2? Man, your man's averaging 18.2 points per game. Your man is averaging 18.2 points per game. One thing that remains true is that when Anthony Simons comes back, your man is going to get put on ice. Ice, ice, baby. Straight up. He not going to get the same kind of burn. It's just a fact. If Simons and Scoot are both healthy, your man is going to be like a bench option. And most likely, because he doesn't really fit into what they're trying to do for the future of the team, he might likely find himself on a whole nother squad. But right now, he is performing at a high level. So this is your opportunity to sell high on Malcolm Brogdon.